What's a good road movie in the American West without running parallel to a train as you drive through the scenery? We're looking at the Salton Sea off to the left, and hopefully we'll find a pullout. The state recreation area was closed because of COVID. Apparently California lawmakers don't want you to get out in the fresh air and be away from each other. Instead, you should coop up in closed spaces, apparently. I wonder if there's an opportunity to use the Salton Sea as an analogy for the Sea of Galilee, and have our resolution actually happen here. This is why we do research, folks. We might be changing the ending of the novel, or at least the location of the ending of the novel. In those American road movies, though, of course, I think the vehicle is always supposed to be driving faster than the train, so I better step on a little bit instead of my usual cruising speed of 10 miles an hour below the speed limit. Let's see if we can just start passing the train, and we'll get a little better view of the Salton Sea, I guess. We're catching up to the front of the train, and we're going to zoom past it. And we will be back in business for an American road movie. Of course, if you haven't figured it out, so look at these red lights up here on these train tracks, stop sign. The train's actually stopped. That's when we passed it. Already found an access as is open. And that's the Salton Sea in front of us, but I'm going to suspect that we're not going to support the California park systems because they have the highest taxes in the world, and they still want to charge for you to go into their state parks. $10 primitive night station, primitive campsite. $10. So I guess you could actually park your van for, but $7 parking. I'm not going to give them $7 to park on a gravel road. Sorry, because we can see the sea and there's haze, so it's not the best opportunity for photo photography anyway. So there, we've seen the Salton Sea. I'll do some research to see if it's a possibility, if there is land that's not controlled by the state, if there's free BLM land or something around it where we're going to have a crowd gather. I don't know if you can see very well off to the right, that stand of trees, palm trees. Here comes the train, that's why the other one stopped, but they got bags on them up near the top. I think they're growing coconuts or pineapples, or what do you think they're harvesting off those trees? There's another stand of those trees up here on the left. Let's see if they're the same way, because as you notice, there are orange trees off to the left now. So this is that's what the Salton Sea is used for, I guess, to agriculture. Well, these trees, yeah, they do. They have bags up near the top. These are a little harder to see. All right, we figured the mystery out. Those trees are date palms. So they're growing dates.
Turn right on 58th Avenue. Then turn left on Desert Cactus Drive. Approaching a railroad crossing. Turn left on Desert Cactus Drive.
It's the Colorado River, and that's California on the far side of the bridge. And I'm in this area. It's basically a big dirt parking lot, and you may be able to get by with camping here, but I had word from a local that this is not a good place because the transits may hang out in here, and the druggies and all. I've come back from from Slab City, and I had to get out of California as fast as I could, so I'm going to head back to Quartzsite and spend the night out on that Dome Rock Road, and I'll check in when I get way in. And I don't know how good this is. It's probably going to be granite, but if you look just above and to the left of that rock, you see that little desert lizard there? There's actually another one almost straight down. There you can see him now. It looks somewhat like the blue-tailed things back home, but there are no blue ones. But there's one almost straight down from that white piece of plastic. He moves every once in a while. I was looking for rattlesnakes, but we're here at a rest area just between Ehrenberg and Quartzsite. So we're taking a few minutes off. Alright, y'all might have to come get me, because I'm getting into the wilds here. It's pretty steep, and I'm going to look and see if I can get back over this. Yeah, I should be able to, unless it rains. But the big deal, well, can I get up this next hill? Jackrabbit. Can you see him? He's saying, what are you doing here? We better concentrate on driving, because this is hill straight up. The one behind me straight up too. No problemo for the Ford F-350. Didn't even spin a wheel. And left it in drive. Had 3 lower gears. But anyway, I'm not going much further. I was trying to get back to this mountains. And well, we'll go as far as the road allows us. But I believe we're well beyond where the normal campers will show up at. And let's see. I think this might be enough. I'm not going to, I don't know. Let's see. Let's drive right out here. And take a look. I'm way back in here now. But in fact, I'm at the mountains right here. That goes on that way. But I don't see why I can't just park right here. This fairly level. Sort of. There's some saguaro, and I didn't make it to that Dome Rock. Dome Rock is the other side of those mountains somewhere. All right, this is where we're setting up camp tonight. We're way back in here on this BLM land, back to the mountains. We could go a little further, but the road's getting pretty steep. And it's a gravel road, so I think we'll stop right here. We're sitting on a little knoll, and it's not distance-wise. You can actually see the truck stop back at the exit and I-40 and Quartzsite's over those mountains. So we'll get there tomorrow, but I'm gonna stay right here tonight. There's nobody else around me. I passed a few coming back in, and there's the sun going down behind California mountains. So we're secluded, and we've got all kinds of nice, interesting rocks around to explore. There's a green one. I don't know. We'll see if it's a rock or a mineral. We'll try to figure that out. And already picked up a few. I'll go through them and see if there are any interesting ones.